It was a bitterly cold November afternoon in downtown Chicago. The wind pierced through layers of clothing like icy knives, and the streets bustled with people too busy to notice anything beyond their own lives. Among the crowd was Malik Carter, a tall, broad-shouldered man in his early 40s, dressed in a faded hoodie and worn jeans, clutching a bag of takeout he'd picked up after a long shift at the auto shop. Malik was a quiet man. He didn't say much, but his eyes, gentle and tired, told stories of hardship, loss, and resilience. He had once lived on these very streets years ago, and every time the wind howled through the alleyways, it brought back memories of the nights he spent shivering under cardboard and praying for a better day. He never forgot how it felt to be invisible. As Malik turned the corner by the old Methodist church, he paused. Huddled near the rusted gate were two small figures, sitting on a flattened box. A boy and a girl, no older than 8 or 10. Clinging to each other beneath a thin blanket. Their cheeks were red from the cold, their eyes glassy with exhaustion and hunger. The boy's cracked lips moved, whispering something to the girl, maybe trying to keep her calm. Malik's heart clenched. He looked down at his bag, 2 hot cheeseburgers and fries. It was supposed to be his first real meal of the day. But something inside him wouldn't let him walk away. He crouched down slowly, not wanting to scare them. "Hey," he said softly, offering a warm smile. "Y'all eatin' today?" The boy looked up, eyes guarded. "We're okay," he muttered. But his stomach betrayed him with a loud growl. Malik chuckled gently and opened the bag. "You don't have to be. Here. Take this." He handed them both burgers and split the fries between them. The girl looked at the food like it was treasure. "Are you sure, mister?" she whispered. "Positive," Malik nodded. "I've had more than enough." They devoured the meal like they hadn't eaten in days. Malik sat on the curb beside them, rubbing his hands for warmth. "What's your names?" he asked. "I'm Jaden." "This is my sister, Lila," the boy said. "Our mom, she went to find help. She told us to wait here." Malik frowned. He'd heard that line before, too many times. How long ago was that? Jaden looked down. 2 days. The weight of those words hit hard. 2 kids. Alone. In the freezing cold. Waiting for someone who might not come back. Malik couldn't ignore it. "Not this time. You guys want to come with me?" he asked gently. "I know a place. It's warm, and they help families." Jaden hesitated. "We don't know you." "That's smart," Malik said, nodding with respect. "But you don't have to go alone. I'll take you to Miss Thompson's shelter. She helped me when I had nowhere to go." Still cautious, the kids agreed. Malik flagged down a passing bus and paid for their fares. During the ride, he told them stories. Funny ones about the cat that always snuck into the shop, or how he once accidentally fixed the wrong customer's car. He had them laughing by the time they reached the shelter. Miss Thompson, a firm yet warm-hearted woman in her 60s, welcomed them without hesitation. "You always bring me the special ones, Malik," she said with a wink. She wrapped the kids in blankets and gave them hot cocoa, while Malik stayed to make sure they settled in. Later that night, Malik walked back to his tiny 1-bedroom apartment, cold and hungry but filled with something deeper, purpose. He hadn't felt it in a long time. 3 years passed. Malik still worked at the auto shop, still kept to himself, still handed out food to the hungry when he could. One rainy afternoon, as he was changing the oil on a minivan, a young man in a school uniform walked up to him. "Mr. Carter," the boy said. Malik turned, wiping his hands on a rag. The face looked familiar, but more grown up. "It's me. Jaden." Malik's eyes widened. "Jaden? Man, look at you." Jaden smiled wide. "I just wanted to say thank you. After you brought us to the shelter. Miss Thompson found our mom. She'd been in the hospital. But we got back together. And I got a scholarship. I'm going to college next fall. Malik felt his throat tighten. That's incredible. I wouldn't be here if you hadn't stopped, Jaden said. You saved us. I'll never forget it. Malik shook his head, voice low. I just gave you a burger, kid. No, Jaden replied. You gave us hope. Jaden pulled something from his backpack, a framed photo. It was of him, Lila, and their mom, smiling in front of a Christmas tree. We put this up in our house. You're a part of our story, Mr. Carter. Malik took the photo with trembling hands, overcome with emotion. He'd never expected recognition. He only wanted to do what was right. But in that moment, he realized something profound. One small act of kindness can ripple through time like waves in still water. That night, Malik sat in his apartment, looking at the photo on his shelf. The same shelf that once held only dust now held a story of change, of love, and of second chances. He thought about how easily he could have walked by those kids. How many people had walked by. But he hadn't. Because once, someone had stopped for him, too. And now, the cycle continued. As he turned off the lights and crawled into bed, Malik smiled to himself. Because sometimes, the most ordinary people, doing the simplest acts, become heroes in someone else's story.